Hi everybody. Today we're going to continue the notes on the different connective tissues. In the last Edpuzzle video that you watched, we talked about the connective tissues that make up the connective tissue proper. Those include loose connective tissue or areolar connective tissue, adipose tissue, and dense fibrous connective tissue. Today we're going to talk about cartilage, the different types of cartilage, bone, and blood. What is cartilage? Cartilage is another type of connective tissue that is used for support, protection, and models for developing bones. Cartilage connective tissue contains cells called chondrocytes. The chondrocytes are housed in these chambers called lacuna. They're sort of these pits that form in a semi-solid ground substance in the connective tissue. Now, one thing that is common among cartilage tissues is that they have low blood supplies, which makes them slow to heal. So if you ever get an ear piercing, you know that the really tough cartilage part at the top of your ear, if you ever get that pierced, you know that takes a very long time to heal, several months, and that is because of the very little blood supply that gets sent to that portion of the ear. There are three different types of cartilage found in the human body. The first is called hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage is found on the ends of bones at the joints. It's also found in your nose and in your respiratory passages, like your windpipe. Its function serves as padding for these bones as they move in the joints to keep them moving smoothly, and they also serve to create a model for developing bones. When we are developing, our bones are made of cartilage, and before that skeleton can harden into bone, it needs a model, something to grow from, and it grows from that hyaline cartilage. This is what it looks like under the microscope. Here we can see the lacuna and the chondrocytes inside the lacuna. Next, we have elastic cartilage. It looks very similar to hyaline cartilage. The only difference is it has way more of these elastin fibers that make the cartilage much more stretchy. So your voice box, your larynx, is made of elastic cartilage. And that stretchiness is what allows your voice to give different pitches. So you can speak really low or speak really high. That's your larynx that does that. The stretching of your vocal cords made of elastic cartilage allows you to do that. And then your external ear. It's stretchy, it's elastic because it's made of that elastic cartilage. And again, we see the lacuna and the cartilage cells within those lacuna and all the elastin fibers throughout. Next, we have fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage is a very dense cartilage. It's very tough, and it's used as a shock absorber. And so a common location for these are the intervertebral discs in between your vertebrae. So right here. And its main function is for padding and to keep the shock from the movement in between your bones in your vertebrae low. You'll also have some fibrocartilage in the meniscus of your knees that reduce the impact between your femur, your thigh bone, and your tibia, your shin bone, as you walk. Next, we have bone tissue. Bone tissue is the most rigid connective tissue. It makes up your skeleton. And this is a solid extracellular matrix. That ground substance is solid, and it's composed of mineral salts like calcium and lots of collagen to help gives it strength. It supports your body and protects vital organs like your lungs and your brain. And finally, we have blood tissue. Blood tissue is a liquid tissue, and it is made of cells suspended in a fluid matrix, a liquid matrix called plasma. Its job is to transport substances around the body like hormones, red blood cells, which you see here, these little pink dots. They transport gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, and then these white blood cells, which are stained purple so you can see them, defend against infection.